If experience is used for leveling and currency is used for virtual money, what is reputation used for? Now, in years past, I've called this damage, honor, and health for three different reasons, and each one tied into the kind of the theme of the game. Now, this year, the theme has to do with digging oneself out of a deep hole. Because if you've never been there, you should experience it, because it's a worthwhile climb to know you can get out of a seemingly bottomless pit, to have one reputation at the beginning of the year. Now, this one is not just a number. You notice that it says modifier here. And the maximum I have set to 200. We may lock this in because there's a reason for this. It's a strategy that's built into the game. Because this modifier, the amount of rep, in gamer speak, reputation for us, is the modifier. So with one reputation, you get 1% of the loot. And by loot, I mean currency. So if a quest is worth 100 gold, and no quest is worth 100 gold right off the bat, you would earn 1 gold rather than 100. And it would spell that out within the quest at the heading, that you have a rep modifier. And then students build reputation in a combination of ways. Number one, by doing their work and doing it well. Number two, by random drops. There has to be an element of randomness in any game where surprises happen. And that's in the bonus loot, which will be explained later. And number three, you as an admin can recognize extraordinary acts of integrity. And they should be rewarded, not as an if-then reward, but as a surprise. Not if you do something good, I'll give you something. Don't. That's terrible. That's a carrot and a stick. You want to tap into intrinsic motivation and show it should always be a surprise, because some kids will try to game it and they'll try to set up these opportunities to prove they're doing the right thing. You and I, well, I don't know if you know. Were you a schemer in high school? I was. I was one who played the teachers, or so I thought. So I get some of that. Anyway, starting out with 1 rep keeps inflation in check and helps the kids understand that this is going to be a while. And if I design my game correctly, they're not going to hit 100 until around the end of the first semester. Now, it's going to be quite a balancing act for me to try, but as always, this is a learning experience. This modifier, and by the way, when they hit 200, they get double the loot. So if it's worth 100 gold, they get 200 gold. You know, it's just straight math. And this modifier acts independent of everything else. It just automatically adjusts the loot. So 2 kids sitting next to each other on the same quest, you know, a month or 2 into the class, one kid may look up and say, hey, I get 3 gold. How come you get, 4.75 gold? How come you're getting 4 gold, 7 silvers, and 5 coppers? And it's because of the rep multiplier. Okay, and then the bankruptcy penalty is something else altogether, and there's no reason to get in this right now. And to start out with this starting amount, I believe this is too high, and I'll probably bump this down and leave that right there. These numbers, everything here, this is my idea as of July 20th. Between now and the beginning of school, I may refine this. I may change things. So when you hit this video, if that number is something different, well, that means I had a reason for changing it. And if it's a significant enough reason, maybe I'll add another video here. All right. This leveling currency and reputation, this modifier, whatever you call it, these are important. And spend some time thinking about this because it has to tie into your game. And for me, doing the right thing, having integrity, that is key to what we do.